What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Name is Dr. David, and today we're gonna be. Hold on, do y'all know this song different? Yes, sir. I switched it around a little bit. Basically, all I did was just flip the room around. So the first video, it was facing the wall behind my bed, and it was just blank with the banana on there. So I was like, you know what? That looks a little boring. So I'm gonna switch it up this time, and I just turned it the other way. So I got a desk behind me, and I got the red lamp right there to give a little ambience, and I got the banana on the wall right there too. You know, get a little touch here and there. I'm still basically trying to figure out how I want my setup to look. So y'all bear with me, okay? Give me like a month or two, and then it's gonna be sauced up. It's gonna be looking clean. But for the meantime, it's just gonna be trapping out like this, okay? It's all good. Gotta start from somewhere, right? So today's video, we're gonna be talking about is a Canon T7i a good starter camera? Typically, I get a lot of questions. Hey, bro, what camera should I buy? I'm just starting off. Hey, bro, what do you recommend? Hey, bro, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And a lot of people always bring up the Rebel series, the T5, T6, T7, because I believe with the price. And it's a lot of blogs out there that recommend the Rebel series. So you know what? I was like, okay, let me go get this camera. Let me go check it out. So I got the T7i, and I got the 50mm lens, and I went out into the field with my friend Zach. And we got a short visual, 20 seconds, nothing too crazy. And then we took some pictures as well, because I was experimenting, trying to get a little hands-on feel to see how the camera actually works, so I could, talk about it for y'all. So in the next few seconds, y'all about to see what we got. So y'all check it out. Y'all see how y'all feel about it, and then we'll talk after that. So y'all ready? Let's tap in. So what y'all think about that? I thought it was pretty decent. It was nothing too crazy. We shot that at 60 frames per second, because that's what the Canon T7i does. It doesn't do no 120. It doesn't do no 4K, but it does full 1080 HD. And then it also does 24 megapixels for pictures, which I believe is all that you need. You don't really need all that fancy stuff when it comes to the basics when you're just starting off. You really just want to focus on understanding the fundamentals and then how to properly light your subject. We shot that video around 6-7 o'clock, so the sun was not too harsh. The clouds were there perfect. So when it comes to gear and it comes to all them fancy stuff, sometimes you don't really need all that. I believe once get further in the game and then further in your business, and then you're aiming to provide high quality service to your clients, and then you can invest in all that stuff. But when you're just starting off and you're really just trying to understand properly how everything works, I would definitely recommend getting something as a T7i to work with. It's only $500. Well, not only, but it is $500, and the lens on there was the 50mm 1.8, and that was $100. So the whole package was $600, and look at what you can do with it. It's all about being creative. It's all about understanding how things work. I didn't use no gimbal. I didn't use no stabilizer. I didn't use nothing, just my hand and the strap. So being able to direct your subject, tell her, hey, go this way, hey, do that, hey, turn your head. You let the subject do most of the movement, so that way you're not doing a lot of shaky stuff. So as long as you learn the fundamentals, I believe any camera honestly should be a good starter camera. I've seen a lot of people shoot some crazy stuff with kit lenses. It's all about knowing best time to shoot. If you're shooting from 12 to 4 in that range, it's going to be a little harder to control the lighting and stuff. But if you're shooting early morning or later in the day, you have better lighting. Now your pictures come out a little better, a little crisper. And honestly, the sauce happens in the editing room. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think, hey, I'm taking this, if I buy the best camera and I snap right here, it's gonna look amazing. But I can give you my Sony a7 III right now and you wouldn't know what to do with it. It's gonna come out sharper, perhaps, since it got an eye focus. You can focus on the eye and get sharper with it, but it's not gonna look the same as mine because, you know, I'm spending more time in the editing room. I'm adjusting the highlights and the shadows. The stuff you have to learn as a beginner. Learn how to shoot a manual, because I know a lot of people be shooting auto and you're not gonna get what you're looking for because you're letting the camera think for you. But if you're shooting on manual, you'll learn the basics and the understanding of the aperture, the ISO, the frame rates, all that stuff. You learn all those. Now you're able to control your camera more and get what you're looking for. But talking about the Canon T7i, it was pretty cool in my opinion. It was it had a little plastic feel. It felt a little lightweight, of course, because I'm so used to shooting on the 85 and all that stuff, so it's more heavy. But this camera was pretty lightweight. It got the job done. The buttons were not too confusing. The interface was pretty, you know, understanding for a beginner. So I definitely recommend it. It was, the only thing I would say was maybe the focus, but that's of course coming from the other eye focus and all that stuff. It was a little weird, but the focus was not that bad, honestly. Like, if you take your time and you focus on your subject properly and you track it, it does a pretty good job, because Canon does indeed have some good autofocus, and you really put a great lens on there, you can achieve a lot of stuff. So I personally would say, hey, invest in a good, decent camera just to start out with, just so you can learn. I shot the video on neutral mode, so that gave me a little more control in the editing room to adjust, like I said, the highlights and the shadows, the contrast and all that. So, and I'm bringing the colors back. And I definitely recommend the Canon T7i. It did that. Appreciate y'all for watching. You know, we just getting started. We're still getting our feet wet in this whole system, the whole process. So would appreciate y'all if y'all go, you know, and like this video. Yeah. Or y'all could, you know, just subscribe as well too. We got some more stuff in the way. I'm really trying to get in the flow of things and shoot weekly, bi-weekly, you know, try and get as much content out for y'all. And there's a lot of stuff in here, but getting it out and then having y'all understand it, whew, that's a little tough for me. So I'm still working on that, but definitely appreciate y'all for, you know, y'all spending some time with me today. So y'all be safe and be blessed.